Solicitor General Jose Calida says the Philippine government knew of the Marawi terror plot as early as April. Calida submitted to the Supreme Court a consolidated comment that contains information about the Maute terror group and its supposed links to ISIS. In the comment, Calida says the government knew as early as 2014 that there were links to ISIS being established by local groups in Mindanao. This is contrary to the stance taken by the Aquino administration, saying there was no ISIS in the Philippines. Calida says the Abu Sayyaf, Ansarul Khilafa Philippines, the Maute Group, and the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters pledged allegiance to ISIS. He adds the groups formed alliances in order to establish a wilaya or province in Mindanao. The military launched a surgical operation in Marawi on May 23, with Abu Sayyaf leader Isnilon Hapilon as the target. Calida says local terrorists plan to burn Marawi City on May 26. He adds, quote, "The said attack would have served as the precursor for other rebel groups to stage their own uprisings across Mindanao in a bid to simultaneously establish a wilaya in the region. But security forces foiled the plan on May 23. This forced the local terrorist groups to prematurely execute their planned siege of Marawi." Calida also cites a video retrieved by the military of Hapilon and the Maute brothers planning the attack on Marawi as his main defense against the petitioners who said the Marawi siege is not an act of rebellion but a mere uprising to protect Hapilon. Malacanang says President Rodrigo Duterte went on a second consecutive rest day Tuesday to help him recover from his brutal schedule. Presidential spokesman Ernesto Abella says Duterte is still having private time a day after he skipped Independence Day rides at Rizal Park on Monday due to fatigue from his tight schedule. Duterte has no scheduled public events on Tuesday, just as his schedule was cleared on Monday to give him time to rest. Abella says, quote, "The president is actually in excellent health except for the fact that his schedule has been brutal." The day before the Independence Day celebration, Duterte flew to Cagayan de Oro to visit soldiers wounded during the Marawi clashes. He then flew to Villamor Air Base in Pasay City to witness the arrival of the remains of Philippine Marines killed in action. Abella says Duterte honored Independence Day through these activities prior to the celebration itself, even if he was unable to lead the formal rites in Rizal Park. Information and Communications Technology Secretary Rodolfo Salalima on Tuesday says one person will soon be arrested for spreading terrorist propaganda online in relation to the Marawi crisis. This person is believed to be behind online propaganda in support of efforts to overthrow or subvert the authority of the Philippine government. He or she will be charged with cyber sedition. Salalima confirms the person's online activities are related to the plot of terrorists led by the Maute Group to take over Marawi City. He adds the DICT is involved in efforts to track down social media accounts aiding terrorists responsible for the Marawi siege. Salalima says there may be more than one person arrested. McCann Worldgroup Philippines says it did not intend to copy anyone's work, following accusations that the Tourism Department's new ad was plagiarized. The DOT's new commercial, released on Monday, featured a blind man visiting various places in the Philippines. The ad, titled Sights, ended with the new tourism slogan, "Experience the Philippines." But social media users say it was similar to a South African tourism ad, which also featured a blind man. The ad agency says all ideas and storyboards were conceptualized by McCann Worldgroup Philippines. The NBA Championship returns to Oakland. The Golden State Warriors defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 5 of the NBA Finals 129-120. The Dubs are led by Kevin Durant with 39 and Stephen Curry with 34. LeBron James scores 41 for the Cavs with 13 rebounds and 8 assists, giving him an unprecedented triple-double average during the finals. Durant is named Finals Most Valuable Player.